Hey everybody, I am Renisha, or you call me Ree. I am the owner of Crafty Chaos Mama. This page is going to be just a basic craft page of different things, basically. I do stuff from t-shirts to tumblers to rugs, which is one of my main things I'm going to be really focusing on a little bit, but I will be showcasing a whole lot more. So basically on this video that I'm going to be making, I'm going to be making some rugs. So yeah, so behind me is my frame. This frame actually used to be smaller. I upgraded it about a week and a half ago. I have been seriously slacking, so I know I've got some work I've got to get knocked out with the next couple days, so I thought I would take y'all on a journey with me. Okay, so this frame that I made it to where it was longer because I wanted to do a lot more work on it without having to do one or two rugs on it and then take everything down, start over. I wanted it to be longer so I could do more projects on it, and I wanted to be able to do longer projects on it as well. Okay, so I wanted to bring everybody on the journey while we're making some fun rugs, just doing some random stuff or whatnot. So, basically, I'm just going to get started on what the supplies I have, and if you're interested in getting into that, maybe that you might want to get into as well, the supplies that you will need, definitely, when you want to do rug tufting, okay? The main thing that you will need, of course, is, like I said, a frame, okay? If you choose you want to make a frame, I made my own frames, like I said. If you have basic tools or anything like that, you can make a frame probably for less than $30, honestly. You don't even have to have a big frame like this. I have two more frames that are actually under my carport, but this is one of my bigger frames. I only use my other frames if I need to. They were some of my first frames, so they do need some upgrades on it or even just some fixtures on it. But maybe possibly down the line I will make a video of making some frames because I do intend to make bigger frames down the line as well. Like I said, you just have some basic knowledge because basically you need a circular saw if you don't know how to use that. If not, most places you can go to will cut your wood for you. So if you want to do that, that's fine too. But if not, you can actually purchase frames. If you don't want nothing major, you can order some on eBay, you can order some on Amazon, which they will be a little bit more expensive. But if not, there are companies that you can buy your frames that come with your guns, as well as your fabric too, as well. If you're starting out, that's something you want to look into. There are some really good reputable companies that you would look into as well. I know one that I've been really looking into that I want to order some guns from is Tough the World. And Tough Love. Tough Love, I've really been following. I follow them on Facebook, and believe his name is Jeff. I've heard very positive reviews on him. So if you want some stuff, they even got videos on how to put your frames together, everything. So if not, I would definitely check them out. They really got some specials that run on their website. Like I said, it's toughlove.com. And yeah, check it out. If not, like I said, follow on Facebook as well, because they got some really good some pages that you can follow if you want to follow, to get some tips, tricks, and just to see what some other people do as well, because it's becoming a very popular craft to do right now. So yeah. But other besides your frame, you're gonna need is tufting cloth. Now, tufting cloth. I'm sorry, I stutter and I talk fast, and I do have a lisp, so I do apologize to y'all. But I mean, just gotta have to get past that if you watch this crazy ass videos that I'm gonna be making. But anyway, tufting cloth you cannot buy in the stores, so that is something you really want to look at when you're doing research for doing this as well. If you want, like I said, you could buy it through Tough Love. They do sell tufting cloth. It sells it usually by the meters. So like this one right here is a really big sheet I have that I cut, and I actually have more that goes onto it as well. So yes, make sure you do your research on that, because you want to make sure you're doing some really good stuff. Depending if you're selling, but if you're just doing stuff, you can use burlap, which was one of the first things I did because it is on the cheaper side. Whereas you can buy burlap for like $3.99 for I think it's like $3.99 a yard, if not more. But that's one of the cheaper options. And then you can use monk's cloth as well. it has a little bit more give on it. So that is something that if you want to practice, I will be good on practicing on as well. So, but if you want high quality stuff, I would recommend primary tufting cloth. But like I said, burlap does work just as good. It does not work good with the carpet tack strips that are on the sides if you build your frame. Unless you want to do that, I would get a staple gun. Staple guns work really good. I do have one somewhere in this craft room of a mess I have. I have a bit of everything in here. So yeah, but okay. But yeah, besides that, what you'll need is yarn. Let me tell you one thing, y'all. You can never have too much yarn with this craft. I have, if I'm going to try to turn my camera a little bit, that right there is most of my yarn set up right there. I'm actually going to be making some yarn cakes out of most of that right there to condense it down, because I am a 2-feeder, which means I feed my guns with 2 pieces of yarn. So I go through a lot of yarn depending on what pieces I'm doing and what I am doing. And I can tell you 2 colors that you will need the most of is black and white. That's just me, but that's main colors that I go through more than I go through any other color that I have in my stash is black and white. But yeah, but yes, good pairs of scissors, guys. When I tell you you need scissors. I would recommend getting a really good pair of fabric scissors. You can get them at Hobby Lobby and or Joann's. Hobby Lobby has a lot of sales, so I would check their sales ads for that. But a good pair of fabric scissors. Fabric scissors will cut through this stuff like butter. And it works really good, y'all. And you want a really good pair of scissors to be able to cut when you're trimming your work at the end. So I know I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but I will make sure I put down in my description box when I actually get to start to actually working. So if you want to skip through all of this as well, so that you'll be able to see. Because I would like to go through step by step of when I'm tracing to cutting to backing, all of that with this one video. So this will probably be a really long video. If not, I will try to split it up as well in different parts basically as well. Another thing that you will need is a projector. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. I mean, it's completely up to you as well. I think I bought my first projector for like $60, $70 at Walmart. And now it's not a Bluetooth, it's not nothing fancy, but it works for what I need it for. And of course, you need a laptop. You will need a laptop because that's where you're going to be projecting your work from. If not, you're projecting from your phone if you have a Bluetooth projector. And of course, make sure you get an HDMI cord if you do not have one, because you will need it to be able to project from your laptop to your projector, okay? Those are the main things that you will need just to be able to get started. Like I said, there is more stuff that you can get as you progress. And another thing that you will, but like I said, I will work on more stuff as we go. But those right there are the things, if you just want to get started, that you will need. Okay. All right. So when I'm making some rugs, I actually switch between my guns. The guns that I have that I personally use right now, of course, is my cut pile gun. My cut pile gun is the gun that has scissors on it and makes your rugs fluffy, okay? So this one right here, I'm going to turn my dial so you see what I'm talking about. This one has scissors. These scissors will cut your yarn as you are going, okay? As you're tufting, it will cut your yarn. So that's what we call a cut pile gun. Cut equals fluffy, okay? That's that one right there. Another gun that I use as well is my loop pile gun. That is this one right here. This one is different. Sorry. It has a little thing like this right here. This right here makes loops in it, where if you ever seen like basically like house rugs or little rugs that have like the little loops, little tight loops in it, that's what this gun is made for. I like to use this sometimes when I am, for example, doing names or something. I like to use it to make the outlines because it helps me with cleaner lines when I'm working. Yes, it does take a while because this does not get cut as you are going. This actually, you have to cut as you go. So like when you're making your lines, you will have to have your scissors on hand because you have to cut as you go. Whereas what I said with the the cut pile, it cuts for you. Okay. Another thing I will use, now this is completely optional for people, is, I just like to do it because I want to, is a manual speed tufting. That's what this right here is. This right here is the old-fashioned one. Okay, so this right here is a loop as well. As you can tell, this does not have scissors or anything like that. So, yeah, this one is a little bit more different. It works completely different. It works the same way, but it's more manual because the way you have to load it and do it. So some of my work, I will be working with this one as well. Okay. And some people that like to add on when they want to do more detailed work, they use punch needles. Now, I have not been able to master or even get the concept of punch needle. Guess I have been trying, but it doesn't work for me. So, but I'm going to continue trying because I want it to work. I want it to work. I really do. So, yeah. So, but yeah. But another favorite thing and a good thing that you would really work for y'all, Sharpies. Sharpie will be your best friend. I'm just telling you. I like to use the thick ones. And when I say I tell you to use the thick ones, it's because the thick ones can make your outlines work so much better with doing your outlines when you're making your work and you're projecting it onto your frame. Okay? The skinny works ones work just as well, but I like those better. That's a personal option. Like I said, you work what's best for you. Okay? This is a craft that it's not something you just want to oh, I'm just going to go and start tufting. It does take some time. It does take some time to master. I learn something every single day, and I've been doing it for 2 years. Every single day I learn something. I follow a ton of pages, and it's not like I'm an expert at it. I mess up all the damn time. But, you know, it's a work in progress, basically, guys. It really is, okay? Okay, so some more supplies that you would need when you're rug tufting. I was just going to have to listen to this video. We'll just do this video, then we'll do another video when we're actually starting to do the tracing and all that good stuff, basically. So, what I found that you would actually need is, of course, get your hot glue gun. These don't cost almost nothing. You can literally go to Dollar Tree and get your hot glue gun. But if you want to just go on so that you can use like the longer sticks and stuff like that, Walmart carries these, I think $10, $12 maybe. Get your hot glue gun. This right here will help you out a whole lot, okay? Excuse my hot looking mess. Y'all been at work all day, and then I've just been kind of working, and just doing stuff around my house. So, yeah. And, okay, so next thing that will work perfect for you is some shavers. Now, when you're doing work, you want to keep your stuff good, clean, nice, clean lines when you are tufting, okay? Get you some shavers. Now, you do not have to buy these shavers. I actually use regular little clipper shavers from Walmart. I did when I started out. But I wanted something that worked really well, so I had purchased these right here. Bought them on Amazon. I will put a link for most of the stuff that I have. I will put links on here. So if you want to look at inexpensive stuff, if you're just starting out. But like I said, if you want to do something where you want to make this into a actual business or something, get you some really good quality stuff. But I will link most of the stuff in what I bought and everything, okay? But these right here, I bought these on Amazon. And I bought this right here on Amazon. This is what we call a shear guard. This right here so that you can get even clean lines every single time, y'all. I'm telling you, this thing works wonderful because when you're going across, you're sitting there just laying your stuff down and you're making clean lines. Purchased on Amazon. I'll put the link in the link in the description for those, okay? Another option that if you want to choose to do that I purchased when I first started, and these are for like bigger work, like if you're making a big old huge rug or something, these will work. I will actually be trying to find a shear guard like on that other one for these right here. And what that is sheep shears. Like I said, I'll put a link in the bio and link in the comments or a link in the description. These are sheep shears. Now, you have to be really careful when using these or even the shears because you don't want to make holes in your projects, guys. Because you make a hole and you're going to have to patch that hole. And believe me, I've done it. I made a big ass hole in one of my projects before. And I've had to patch it up and sit there and have to fix my work and stuff. And so it's saving yourself time if you want to. Trim as you go or anything, trimming while you're doing anything. Use scissors or make sure that you are taking your time if you're using sheep shears or even the clippers or anything. Okay? So as I said, those. Okay, some of the scissors that I use, like I said, are really good fabric scissors. I got these right here, scissors. I believe I bought these at Hobby Lobby. These are the Westcott Titanium. I think I bought these at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. I cannot remember, but these are really good fabric scissors, y'all. These cut, like I said, they cut through your fabric really, really good. If you don't want to use those, get you like a box cutter or something just so that you can cut your stuff out, that you can get some really good scissors for that, okay? I got these right here. These are some really good. I got these actually at Hobby Lobby. These are Singer scissors. They're really sharp. Right here, I usually use these really well because I hold on to it when I'm using my loop pile gun. So these right here work wonders because they're small and they can fit in my fingers real good. Another pair of scissors I bought were these right here. I cannot remember the exact name of these, but like I said, I will put them in my description. But these right here work wonders, especially when I'm trying to go through and get in my clean lines. These right here, wonders. But yeah, and another good option if you want to, a lot of people use different kinds of scissors, which I do plan on purchasing more. I just haven't had time or anything to do it. But if anything else too, some electric scissors. I love these things right here. These right here help me with getting my clean lines. I'm gonna turn it on. It's kind of loud, just FYI. But these work really well when I'm helping getting my clean lines as well. So that's an option or something like that if you want to get as well, is get you some electric scissors, or if not, keep your regular scissors. They work just as well. You do not, again, not required, but optional, okay? All right, more supplies that you will need when doing it as well is your backing for your rugs that you will need to purchase, okay? So I am still working on finding something I really, really like to use. I tried something as well. It worked okay, but I wanted my stuff to look more professional, so I switched to something. So I got this right here, which is a non-slip backing. I think I ordered this from AliExpress or Alibaba. I cannot remember, but I will look, and like I said, I'll put it in the description. But I have been looking. You can get stuff in rolls, like premium felts and everything like that. I believe you can buy it like Joann's and stuff like that. Will work just as well for backing. Yeah, because it has like this side right here and right here, so that your rugs do not slip. It makes them perfect for indoors on floors so that they don't slip all over the place if you give them to somebody, or even make them for yourself. Okay. Another thing that you would need is a really good adhesive glue. This is actually almost empty, but this is what I use. I use the Loctite Spray Adhesive Multi-Purpose Spray. I use this when putting my backing on the back of my rugs. This stuff, I think I bought this one at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I'll put the description, or put the link in there as well for purchase as well. So, yeah, those are some good things right there to have as well. Another thing that you will need is glue. Okay, let me explain this to you. There are different glues that you can use that everybody uses, but you want a glue that's going to really adhere your rug. Sorry, I'm out of frame a little bit, guys. But yes, you want a glue that's going to adhere your rugs really well, so that when you're backing, you're finishing it, it's on there before you put your backing on. But you're going to let it sit, of course. So you don't have to buy this one, but this is what I purchased. If I get turned right. But this is what I bought. Sorry, excuse my stuff, y'all. Is the Roberts 3095 carpet adhesive. Bought this at, I believe, Home Depot, or was it Home Depot? Oh, I can't remember. It's somewhere. I will look it up and put it in there. You do not have to buy a big old thing like this. This is what I bought because it works well for me, okay? There are different ones out there. A lot of people like to use the Roberts 7200, and there's another one that you can purchase that works well too. But that's the one I find works well for me, so that's what I use. So, yeah. But that is basically what you're gonna, starter needs, your good stuff. Now, with your upkeep, basically it's just do lots of research when you're doing this stuff, guys. Let me adjust this real quick. do your research on everything that you're wanting to get and what you need for before you get started, so that you're not having to rush around and be like, oh my God, I forgot to buy this or anything. Do your research. Like I said, there's tons of Facebook pages that you can follow. A bunch of them, I'm part of a bunch of groups. And like I said, I learn every single day, guys, okay? So follow some groups, do your research, purchase your stuff, take your time, and have fun. That's basically the thing is, y'all. Don't start like, oh, I'm going to start making this big old rug to start out with. Start out small, work yourself up to the big stuff, guys. It is a lot of fun. I find it very therapeutic for me. And I enjoy doing it. So I bet it's something that y'all would enjoy doing. But if I missed anything, I apologize. But I will be making a video soon again that I'm going to fill this thing up. We're actually going to be making a couple rugs that are going to be on this. So we're going to fill this thing up. Because I've been slacking, so I gotta get some rugs done, guys. I mean, look, I'm a procrastinator. That's what I do. But it's time to get back to work now. But we're going to work on this thing. We're going to fill it up. And we're going to tuft some rugs, okay? And I'm going to take y'all along with this journey with me. So I will see you guys later.